Hello. I hope you can hear me. Give me some kind of indication if you can hear me or see me. I don't even know if you can see me yet. It's like I've never done this before, ever. Anybody? I have no idea. I don't see me over there. So we are going to go with the idea that you guys can see me or hear me now. Maybe I should mute myself just in case. No, stop. Okay, you can see. Hello, everyone. Uh, sorry, I'm super rusty on this. Is there sound? Can you guys hear me? Let me see. Yeah, I can hear me. So we're good. Yeah, I'm super rusty, and I appreciate you guys being with me. Um, yeah, I don't have anything really planned for today. I thought maybe we could just kind of chat. You guys can ask me questions. Um, I can show you things I'm working on. I can show you the mess on my desk. I don't know, whatever whatever you guys like. So, looks like Pat, can you not hear me? Pat can't hear? Um, yeah, so guys, tell me kind of what you want to talk about today. Hello, everyone who has entered since I was talking in chat and said hi. Um Okay, good. We can hear now. Excellent. So I thought we could do this for roughly an hour, unless you guys get tired of that, and then we can end sooner if that's what you want. And my incense went out. I cannot function without incense. You know, sometimes if you watch my videos, especially lately, you'll see little wisps of smoke blowing in front of my camera. That's my incense that I can't live without. So, also, I thought while we were just kinda sitting here chatting, a couple more of my little houses that I showed you guys in the, community tab on YouTube. And I have them here, I can show you a little bit better if you want to see. So, this is one of my favorite ones. Can you see them okay? It's kinda dark over here. I've got a light, but I don't know. So I'm gonna just make a couple more of these, I think, while we chat. Nobody has any questions about anything so far, so I don't really know what to say. So you guys give me questions because I'm super lame and have nothing really to say. So tell me if you wanna see more houses, ask me anything you want. How about that? Anything you want at all, and I will do my best to answer it. Did I make the tracing element for which one, Sarah? For the cat? Uh, yeah, the cat tracing element is up on my website, and you can just go and download it from there. I know I was a little late on that. I had made it, or so I thought, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I thought, "Oh, well, maybe I'm maybe I didn't make it." So I started making it again, and then I found it. I was like, "Of course I made it." So it's made. It's on my website. I think it's let me see. I would paste it in the chat, but I think YouTube will block it. Um, it is oh my gosh, my website is a mess. paintingwithjane.com/tracing. Um, yeah, don't spend too much time on my website right now because it's kind of a mess, and you might stumble upon construction zones and be confused. So, yeah, it's in the description of the cat video. I'm glad that you guys all liked the cat. I was a little nervous while I was making her, and thought, "Well, I really like this, but I don't know if everybody else is gonna freak out because it's very, very hard and a very long video. Oh, if I created it on yeah, so I made the tracing element off of my painting. So, my laptop here, it's like a tablet/laptop, I can detach the screen, and, so I just kinda bring up the picture of my painting and then drew on it to get the tracing element. So, if you have, a computer with a stylus or a pen or whatever, you can do that. Another thing you can do is I guess that only works if it's not on a canvas. I was gonna say put it over a strong light source, but that doesn't really work on a canvas. It's true, Pat, I do have to do what brings me joy, but at the same time, I have to I have to make a little bit of concession to do things that my audience wants, but that I'm finding the balance there, and not, um, just completely doing only what I think people want to see, because that's how I got so burnt out in the first place, and so I am kind of, um, learning to find that balance right now. Um, I am kinda going through something right now where I need to make another video, and I had a few ideas that I've worked on, and they haven't panned out, and so it's kinda stressing me out a little bit. No unicorns. I did actually try some flowers recently, and I don't do flowers well. Like, distance flowers, like a close flower that's just basically shading. I got that. Abstracty flowers, I got that. But, like, clumps of flowers in a field, that I don't do that well. So that was one of the things that really frustrated me this week. So, I'm trying to find something that I really wanna do, trying to make it in a way that other people might want to do, but I can you'll never see unicorns. None of that. Um, yeah. Do you guys wanna see I know, because the pictures that I showed you, I was only able to post, like, a couple of pictures on YouTube. Um, when you post pictures, it forces you into a certain size, like, and you cannot edit it to, like, show the whole size or whatever. So, I thought maybe I could show you some of these little houses a little bit better. So this is one of my favorite ones here. Can we see it okay? There, I think so. So I love this little guy, and this is the very first one that I put lights in, so 'cause I've been making these houses for years, probably almost 15 years, and I've always wanted to put, lights in them. Let me turn off this light, see if you can see it a little bit better. So each floor has lights. Over here where I can see me, there we go. So you can see there's stairs, a little ladder, and there's a railing over there. I don't know if you can really see it, but then on the ceiling, see there's little lights. So that was super fun. Let me turn it off before my battery dies. And then this one has a light in it, my little circus tent, little creepy guy. I even made, like, some little cans of soda that sit on the ground. But I need to have some trash. So soda cans it was. But this one, you can't really see inside because there's no windows, but when I turn it on, there's, like, a little red balloon, nice and creepy. the balloon is one of the little LED. It's just like a little wire with a teeny tiny LED on the end, and I just kinda, like, dipped it in glue over and over until it was the right size and shape. What are they made out of? They're made out of cardboard, so completely made out of cardboard. Trying to see one of them that's got yeah, like this little guy, you can see up in the up on the roof here, you can see the corrugation from the cardboard. So everything is made out of cardboard in one form or another. Um, I don't know if you guys saw this one. So this is a lot bigger. This one doesn't have any lights in it, all the windows are I just kinda made it look like it was boarded up, but I love to do these kind of like so you can see the cardboard edge there. I kinda like being able to see that so that you look at it and it's like a house, but it also looks like because it is. Um, but I love to play with the textures and you can kinda see the texture. It's hard to see on here, but that's my favorite part of making these textures and the distressing and cutting out individual bricks by hand and placing them. Not my favorite part, but I always end up doing it and then cursing myself for doing it. Um, did I scare myself with the balloon? No, I didn't because I am an adult, contrary to popular belief. Um, you made little houses, Eileen? I didn't know that. Did I know that? I don't think I knew that, but I would like to see that. You made the shingles from sandpaper? That's really cute. Got some sandpaper here. Um, alright, let's go back over here. So, those are my little houses, and I was just gonna make a couple others while we sit here and talk, if that's okay. Yeah, I remember, uh, hearing about Debbie's little miniatures that she was making, and now I have to use cardboard. See? It's just cardboard. So, when I kind of, uh, burnt and decided to go get a job, I was working at a grocery store. I don't know why that's strange. It's strange to me that I went to a grocery store, but I did. And as part of my work there, I was the manager over the dairy department, so stocking milk and eggs and stuff like that. It was actually a pretty great job. I kinda loved it. But, like, yogurt would come on in these little packages on top of sheets of cardboard like this. You can see the little circles from the tubs of yogurt, so they would be on this and then wrapped in plastic. You get that to open the plastic, stock up the product, but then I was left with these, and I thought, "Hmm." So I left work a couple days in a row, just like big stack of cardboard. So I'm like walking out to my car with my armload of this cardboard 'cause I knew I was gonna use it for houses. So, yeah. Crackle paste. Yeah, I used crackle paste back in the day, like, when I first started making them. I did crackle paste a few times. Um, I kind of got to the point where I wanted to have full control over the textures that I was getting, though, and I found it really hard to control the crackle to where it wouldn't look, like, completely uniform. I you know, I try and put a lot of work into the finishes on them, so they almost look like they've been sitting in, the place where they've been sitting for decades and decades and decades, and, they've kind of distressed based on the natural environment and, the way rain might run down the side of the building or in a pool from the bottom, and I found it really hard to control that with Crackle Paste. It was like it was just all crackled. So, I think I still have some. It might be cool to use it in spots. Actually done that. I haven't used it at all in several years. Maybe I'll maybe I'll bring it back out. It is recycling at its finest, that's for sure. Oh, I wanted to show you guys, um, if any of you work with glue in any kind of way. So I was just destroying my paintbrushes, making these houses, dipping them in glue, and it was not good on my brushes. It's really hard to wash out. Um, so I was on Amazon one day and I was going to buy some more glue because my glue was almost gone. So I searched for Mod Podge and this came up in the search result. These are the most brilliant things on the planet. So they're like little rubber shaper type things, and then they've got like a little chisel or whatever on the end. They're all a little bit different sizes and shapes of the rubber things, and then these big ones that like brush it on. These things are great because if the glue dries on these, you can just peel it out and then go about your day. But if they dry in my paintbrushes, it's a sad day to be a paintbrushes. Oh yeah, masking fluid would be a really good way to use these, Tammy. Yeah, yeah, I didn't even think about that. That would be perfect because masking fluid will tear up your brushes too. Masking fluid is not nice on brushes at all. But I can't find anything in here. This place is such a mess. I was gonna clean it up today before we started this, and I did kind of clean it up just a tiny bit, but ultimately I was lazy. I don't know if you can see the mess behind me. It's pretty messy. It doesn't look too bad on the camera. We're good. What type of glue? I'm just using Mod Podge. It I like it for the houses because it dries really fast. I started out I used Mod Podge years and years ago too, but when I came back to doing them, I started out using acrylic medium, and good grief, that stuff does not dry very fast. So I found myself, like, death gripping these little houses until they dried enough that I could let go and get a piece of tape to hold them together. But yeah, so I know you guys have probably heard me not really talk smack on Mod Podge, but say to use it, but that's because people were using it as varnish on acrylic paintings. That's not what it's for. Don't use Mod Podge as varnish on acrylic paintings. Um, so guys, I wanted to talk about also our challenges. So part of the membership, I want to do monthly challenges. And those of you who were in my Patreon and everything before, maybe you'll remember when we used to do challenges, you know, different kinds, all kinds of different things. So I kind of want to get back to that. Um, so let's talk about it used to have a horrid smell, Mod Podge. It still doesn't smell great, but it smells like glue. But yeah, I don't love the way it smells either. But let's talk about what kind of challenges we want to do. So when I say challenge, it can be anything, but I want to keep it away from very specific things. Like sometimes when we would do challenges before, you know, I'd get suggestions like, oh, let's have a challenge to fur or whatever, or, do something really specific. Let's have a challenge to paint landscapes or something. I'd like to open it up more to help us kind of build, um, build good habits or learn new concepts or whatever. So a challenge could be, and these could be monthly challenges, like a month long. So what if we have a challenge? This is something that I have wanted to do for a long time, and I always tell myself, I'm going to do it now. And I never, I've never once done it for more than like a single day. But what if we start some kind of like an art journal, an art journal challenge? It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You do it on Post-it notes for all I care, because I know that it gets a little bit intimidating. We say, "Oh, let's do." So we get all gung ho. Anyway, I'm talking about myself. I get all gung ho and I go buy uh, like journals, like a nice journal and a set of pens or whatever, and then I don't do it because I'm not sure that I'll be able to do anything good enough for the journal, and I don't wanna ruin the journal, and none of that even makes sense, but that's what I do, and I think a lot of people do that. So, a journaling idea, like an art journal, could be whatever makes sense to you. Um, you're getting the sound going in and out. Uh-oh. How bad is it? Is it or am I completely muting out sometimes? Some words get dropped. Okay, hang on one sec. Hang on, I'm texting Vince to see if he will bring me a microphone. Whoops. Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe it's Vince. We'll blame it on Vince. Um, okay, he's coming. Hopefully this helps. Uh, anyway, so we can do, like, art journaling, and you can do it in any way that seems to make sense to you. Thank you. The Yeah, I need a cable. Why wouldn't I need a cable? Well, it doesn't do me any good without a cable. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Um, do I need a cable for it? Uh, I just lost my brain. Um, that's not dumb at all. So Tammy says she doesn't really know what art journaling is, and I think that it's I think you can do it however you want, honestly. So I know some people will, uh, do what they call journaling their day. So, like, maybe while they're having coffee in the morning, they'll just kinda doodle their coffee cup, or some people take time to go out into the world somewhere and just draw the scene that they're in. Some people will just sit down at their desk and, like, practice drawing something that's in their head. So, I it's not a real structured thing. "No, I'm not gonna tell you. No, you're doing it wrong." I think it's more about building a habit of drawing a little bit every day, and by drawing you found one? Thank you. Just pop it off. Alright, let's see if this works. It's probably gonna be, yeah.
Or not USB.
No, it's not. It's a USB. Alright, guys, hang tight because this might or might not work. Um, let's see. Setting we have it on. I don't know what that setting is. Let's see if I can hear myself. Can anybody hear me? I don't know. Nobody's responding, so okay. Can anybody hear me? Oh, you hear me. Okay. Does it sound okay? I don't hear me for some reason. Sound good? Okay, good, good. Thanks, guys. Um, thank you, Vince. Thank you. Um, okay, good, good. So, yeah, art journaling can be whatever you want it to be, whatever you need it to be. It's just basically a daily art practice, on a small scale. So, you can use like Tammy, you can do gouache. It doesn't have to be any particular medium. You can use crayons, you can use colored pencils. If you really want to bust out watercolors, acrylics, whatever, you can do all of that too. I have, let's see. See, this is what I'm talking about. I buy these little journals and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Yet to do it. I did actually paint on this one a little bit, but I don't know what it was. Looks like it was just some garbage. It was probably something I was doing just trying to shake loose a little bit of something. Um, oh yeah, I bought some gouaches and I was just kind of seeing what they were like. So that's what I did with my gouache that I bought. Just that. Yeah, Eileen, I know. I've got more than this too. This just happens to be the couple sitting in my desk. This one is completely empty. I've had this one for 3 years, something like that. So, yeah. Um, cool, cool. So a lot of you have, like, gouache and things like that. So we don't have to do a daily journaling thing, at least, not right now. That was just kind of an idea I had. If you guys have any other ideas about what you might like to do for a monthly challenge, I am open to it. Let's hear it. Tell me what you are into. Another thing we can do, um, prompts. You want prompts for I mean, we can use prompts for those who want it, but if you are like me and you really don't like being told what to do and, you like to do your own thing, then you have to follow the prompts, but, um, yeah, we can do both. Those who want the prompts can work off of prompts that we come up with, and those who don't have to. Um, maybe you need to expand your brain. Yeah, I think, Eileen, why don't you kind of, So what I'll do is I'll Google different ways that people do art journaling, and maybe one of them is a good way for you to find kind of daily prompts that kinda keep you going. So, like I said, like, some people will do journaling your day. So, a couple times a day or once a day, they will just pull their journal out and make a quick sketch or a quick painting of whatever it is you're doing or whatever's right in front of that moment. You know, you can carry your journal with you and, like, let's say that you in a waiting room or, you know, you're going out to dinner and there's a long wait. You just pull out your little journal and kinda doodle something real quick. Nobody has to watch you, nobody has to even see that you're doing anything. You don't have to, like, sit down, spread out your art supplies, make a big production out of it. So, that might be one way to kind of work without a prompt, but still have some kind of an idea of where to start. Um, yeah, there's prompt generators, like Tammy said. 3 sketches of rooms at your eye doctor. Exactly, things like that. There was I don't know, it was a few years ago. I think it might have been during the pandemic where I was like, "I don't draw very well. I'm gonna sit down and make some sketches and see if I can improve my drawing," and I actually just kind of, like, sketched things that were sitting right in front of me, and I was pretty surprised at how much I liked them. Um, so, yeah. So even if you don't draw, if sketching isn't your thing, I think just doing it kind of helps keep it on your mind, and I mean, even if your drawings or your quick little paintings or whatever it is you're gonna do in your journal, even if they're not good, they're still a lot better than sitting on your phone, doom scrolling through Facebook, playing Candy Crush or, you know, whatever else we do on our phones. It's definitely better for your brain and for your creativity than any of those things. So, yeah, if anybody has other ideas for a challenge they'd like to do instead, open to that, but at the end of our event today, if there's nothing else, then I think we should go with that. Um, exactly. The point is just doing it regular. It doesn't mean it has to be good. You don't have to show it to anybody. Um, you know, you can feel free to share what you want in Discord. Um, if you like, "Hey, I was really proud of this sketch that I did today." Go ahead and post it. But, um, yeah, we don't need to there's not gonna be any, like, art police saying, "Well, if you didn't do your challenge today, you aren't participating." I mean, it's up to you. Um, let's see. I wanna show you guys a quick little sketch thing I really like to do. So, like, if you are in your art journal for the day and you wanna sketch something, but I'm just looking for something to scribble on. We'll use this. But drawing is hard because I get it. Drawing is hard. One thing I like to do, and I use pen, is scribble. So you've heard me say it in videos before that, you know, if you give yourself a lot of options when you're sketching something on your canvas, it's easier to find later exactly where you want it to be rather than saying, "There's the line," and it might look like crap, it might look so I'm gonna show you kind of how I do this. Let's see if you can even see this. Can you see right there? Where can you see that? Okay, so I'm gonna kinda sketch the microphone is sitting in front of me, the microphone that Vince brought me. I'm just gonna sketch it real quick, make sure that you can see that, and kinda show you what I mean. So, see, it's just everything is very scribbly. So, there's my super quick, just sketched out my microphone, and I probably would have spent a little extra time on it in the book, and I would have been able to see it better and draw it larger, but by scribbling like that, I think it's very imperfect, so then you don't have to be afraid of, "Oh, this doesn't look perfect," or of course it doesn't, it's a scribble, just let it be a scribble. Yeah, sketching when you're stuck in stop traffic, yeah, that's better than sitting there and being angry at the people around you who aren't moving or, whatever. I was saying when everybody was saying that that the audio was cutting out, you can do it on Post-it notes. If your hesitation in doing it is, ruining a nice sketchbook, then just keep, like, a little stack of Post-it notes with you. And I think that will take pressure off it because who cares if a Post-it note looks like garbage, you peel it off and throw it in the garbage. Um, and don't run out and buy a bunch of fancy pens. I would say grab a stack of Post-it notes, grab a pen, and just carry those in your purse or in your pocket with you, and, you have a second, just scribble out a little Post-it note. If it looks garbage, rip it off, throw it in the garbage, because the important part is that you did it. It's not having this beautiful Post-it note that you're gonna show to everybody. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Sarah. So Sarah said that she sketched when someone in her family was having a surgery, and she sketched a picture of her son because it helped her focus and kept her anxiety down. And I know that me personally, that's definitely something that I need. And I need to remember that it can be really, really helpful for those things. The last couple of days, I've had quite a bit of anxiety. And yeah, I could use that, but in the moment, I was not thinking about sketching. I was thinking about everything except sketching. So that's a really good reminder, Sarah. I really appreciate that. Pat used envelopes. Absolutely. If it helps you to just use materials, especially paper, that are completely inconsequential to anything, something you're just gonna throw in the garbage anyway, use that. Uh, but I would if you're just throwing them away after you sketch them, like you said, that's fine, but I would keep a reminder somehow that you did it so that you have that sense of accomplishment when you look back, like, "Oh, yeah, every day for 30 days or whatever, I sketched something at least once a day." That can really help kind of be a boost to your confidence to know that you did that. Yeah, no, it does not need to be a complete work of art that you'll find. Absolutely not. It can just be, you can do things like, um so, like Tammy, I keep picking on Tammy because I know that she's been doing a lot of gouache lately. So, Tammy, let's say that, your daily art journaling is more about Just for example, expanding your color mixing skills because wash has a lot of colors available to them. So every day, your deal is mostly about I'm going to see what kind of colors I can mix or what kind of I'm gonna find that like my favorite color combination of the day or, whatever. So it's whatever you feel like you need, just a little extra boost in. What? I didn't what? Oh, Tammy's obsessed with color charts. You guys know how well, maybe not all of you, but a lot of you know how I feel about color charts. There was, like, a good while there, mostly right after I was starting to get into watercolor, where I just made color chart after color chart. In fact, I've got one of my old ones. I just realized it's sitting right there, and it's humongous. Grab it, and I'll show you. I don't even think this is my big one. I think I had a bigger one. If this is starting to fall apart, it's so old. So this is a huge color chart that I made, um, watercolor. As you can tell, it's kind of falling apart because I didn't have paper with it. So I drew my chart and I taped all of these together. It's labeled perfectly across the top and down the side. I should hang this up, shouldn't I? I love this color chart. It's just been sitting over there for a couple of years. So color charts are great. You did color charts at the eye doctor. That does sound like fun. 400 squares, nice. Um, it is meditative, Pat, isn't it? Honestly, the part that I hated the most about making the color charts is that occasionally I had to stop and change the water because it had so much paint in it that it was affecting the little squares, and just having to stop kind of broke that meditative, aspect of it, and that was exactly what I wanted it for. So, yeah, right there with you on that. Even drawing out the chart, like measuring it, making all the squares, everything, that was pretty great too. I highly enjoyed that. So, with the the new membership thing, guys, I wanna make sure that this is something that you guys want, that we're doing things that you guys want to do. It's not gonna be I mean, I hope it's not me just, you know, talking at you or sharing random things that you may or may not be interested in. I know that's kinda how it started out, but I wanted to talk to you guys here first before we start doing polls, before we start doing challenges. And not every live event that we have is gonna be like this. It's our first one, you know, and I wasn't sure what to talk about, and I just wanted to kinda chat with you guys and catch up a little bit and kinda make a plan together. So, um, let me kinda tell you some ideas that I've had and get your feedback on them, but when I put the membership together and said that we were gonna do polls, for example, and I think the polls are actually all of the membership levels. Kinda what I had in mind for the polls was, like, what kind of things do you guys want to paint? Um, so I think we'll start one of those here probably pretty soon, maybe in the next day or so, 'cause I could use some help. Um, Rhonda likes to be told what to do, gives you direction. Uh, Same, Rhonda. Sometimes I like to be told what to do, but only until I make up my own mind, and then no longer. So, we can kind of why don't we both tell each other what to do? That is like the best of both worlds, right? I'll tell you guys what to do sometimes, you tell me what to do sometimes, and together we will do some pretty awesome things. I'm just cutting out some little houses, see my little bits that I'm making. The microphone is going to be part of this little house forever and ever. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I was thinking I don't think you were with us before, when we had the Patreon group and everything, so it's really nice to have you. I'm glad that you're here with us. Um, so polls, yeah. I kinda had the idea, like I said, of using polls as a way to figure out what we wanna paint next, but we can do polls for anything that you guys have the idea to do polls for. And here's another pro tip. If you're lazy like me and you use, like, cutting blades like this, I really only use about that part of the cutting blade. If it breaks off, it gets dull, then I really hate having to throw the whole blade away to, just get a sharper bit on there. So, take sandpaper and just put on the sandpaper on the side, and it actually helps. This is pretty good. I haven't changed this razor blade for quite a while. Um, yeah. Do you guys have any other ideas, things that you wanna see, things that you wanna do, any kind of ideas at all? I'm open for all of it. I thought that we could go for about another 15 minutes or so. Oh, my dog is upset that I'm not paying attention to her. You guys haven't met Freya, have you? I think I posted a picture of her when I took her on a walk, but let me see if she'll let me see if she'll come in here real quick without trying to eat cat food. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. She's not usually allowed back here, so now she's like, "Are you serious? Come here. Come here. Can you jump up? Hey, come here. Good girl." This is Freya. Yes. Oh, she loves her mom. She is such a sweetie. A lot of you knew Olaf. You had seen Olaf before. Don't leave. No, come here. Stay here. Um, we lost Olaf. Oh, fine. A couple years ago, and it was really hard. It was really sad, and so we adopted Freya. Oh, you're gonna come back? Okay. We adopted Freya in January, last year, so we've had her now for about a year and a half. No, she's actually pretty little. She looks kinda big, but she's only about 50 pounds. She's the smallest dog we've ever owned. Hey, come here. Can you come here one more time? She walks under and around my chair almost like a cat. Kinda weird. Oh, no, you're just gonna lay on the floor? Okay. Well, you met her at least once. So oh, it is far from an organized room. I'm gonna show you something, but you guys have to promise not to hate me, okay? Here's how organized my room is. There's my little cardboard mess on the floor next to me. Yep, that's cardboard that I use while I'm making houses. Look at the state of my desk that you can't see. That's right. That's not organized. Here is the floor behind me, just stacks. It's just stacks and stacks of junk and garbage and everything. By that, I'm glad that you were able to come by today. Um, Yeah. So, anyway, I'm not organized, and I am embracing it. It's who I am. So, anyway, that's Freya. You will probably never meet Canelo. I don't know that any of you have ever met Canelo. We've had him now for 4 years, but he runs, he hides. He's super fat. He only has 3 legs, and he's afraid of everything. So, I will go days where I don't really see Canelo. So, um, yeah, Mr. Moon, you guys all know Mr. Moon. Um, okay. So I think I'll make a post in the membership area after this and just kinda ask for a little bit of feedback that we can reference back to. We will set up the challenge. I hate to wait until next month for the challenge to start out on the 1st. I also kinda hate to abbreviate the challenge. I guess that's okay if we just go now until next month when we do our next live event. Um, oh, that's another thing is what days do we want like, when do we wanna do the live events? Does Sunday work for everyone? I feel like Sunday is the best 'cause weekdays, people typically have jobs and, school and other obligations. Friday and Saturday, they wanna be out doing things. Um Oh, that's a good idea, Rhonda. We could start them on the 15th of each month. I like that. Yeah, so I thought Sunday was probably the best. It's typically the day that I don't have really anything going on. Um, and this time is good. Okay, good. And until there's an issue and we need to revisit it, we'll just plan on doing Sundays at this time again. Um, let me look at the calendar. And we'll just plan out the next one. Remember these live events are typically just gonna be for the art family members. Um, this first time, since it was our first one, I opened it up to all of the members. So, in July, we'll do how about the 14th? Because that's the 2nd Sunday, and the next day is obviously the 15th. We can start our new challenge on that day. So, yeah, unless anybody realizes that, my gosh, my computer's taking over, stop it. Why is all that happening? Okay, so unless anybody knows that July 14th is some holiday that I've miraculously forgotten about again, like Father's Day, we'll plan on the 14th. Um, 'Kay, I've just been talking at you guys. Bastille Day. Okay, well, we're all gonna have to collectively skip that day, sorry. Um You guys, it's your turn. The last 8, 7 minutes, I'm gonna give to you guys. So, in chat, give me your questions, give me your ideas, give me anything. Say anything you want, and, don't make us sit here in silence. Somebody say something interesting and fun, 'cause I'm tapped out. I'm just gonna cut out a house while I the pressure, I know, and I'm one of those people who gets I don't know if you can tell, I'm really uncomfortable by silence with other people, and so I'll just keep talking until you guys something to actually talk about. Yeah, Sarah, are you in the Discord channel? Did you get Discord set up? Because you can post pictures in Discord. I don't know why YouTube doesn't allow any kind of like, even in the membership area, you would think that they would give the ability to post pictures, but they don't. Yeah, so Sarah, post it in the Discord channel, and I know I have not been in Discord much, as of yet. I still have a little bit of my social media anxiety. Oh, hi, Mr. Moon. Um, but I'm working on that, and I'm doing better. So at this point, it's mostly like I keep forgetting about Discord. Mr. Moon, come here. Come on. I'll get Mr. Moon up here. So if you guys can help remind me to check Discord, that would also be great. If you post something there and you want me to see it and I have not seen it, say, hey, do your job, woman. Go to Discord. I will do that. Anyway, thank you, Sarah, for filming that 2 minutes. We have 5 more. No pressure. Cutting cardboard with a razor blade is very, very satisfying. Cutting yourself with a razor blade, not so much. So yeah. I'm always terrified that it's gonna slip and just, like, hack off part of my thumb. Someday that will happen. Curious if we miss a live, is it somewhere for replay? Yeah, so the link will still be in the post in the member area. That's a good question, Eileen. And if you click that link, it will just go to the replay. So yeah, you will always have access to the replays if you miss it. And if I schedule one and you know you're not gonna be able to make it, but you have something you wanna talk about, then you just drop it in the comments of the post when I post it, and then I'll try and get to it. Tammy, let me see art in a gallery, even online, I get super inspired. Yeah, I should get out more. I should go to galleries more. It is very inspiring. Um, there's a musician that Vince and I really, really like, Brian Eno, and, just everything about him is, like, so incredibly inspiring to me, and we watched a documentary about him last night, and so I've been feeling both super inspired and also super inadequate because he's just fabulous. Um, the social media thing, yeah, because social media is very stressful. Yeah, it can be really uncomfortable. Um, that could be, Tammy, that's a really good idea, and we could have a monthly challenge. Will somebody remember this? Tammy, will you remember this? We can have a monthly challenge sometime to get out of our comfort zone and, like, go somewhere to see art. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to fly across the country or the world to, go to the MoMA or something, but there's there's always little art events happening in our towns, whether it's, you know, an art festival or a a friend of yours is showing their paintings at a coffee shop for the month, or Rhonda says she's homebound, but I think that we can definitely open it up to I think that there's still an opportunity to, like, get out of your comfort zone and see art. Maybe for you, that looks like watching an art documentary that you otherwise wouldn't watch for whatever reason, or, um help me out here, guys. How else can we extend that for someone who's at home so that it's something they can participate in? Online art galleries, absolutely. Maybe it's about, Rhonda saying, "I'm gonna learn about this artist," like, let's say Donatello. I don't know why that's the first one I thought of. Maybe I'm thinking of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but, you're like, "I've heard of this artist before, I don't know anything about." So jump online and, do a deep dive into that artist. Um, it can look like whatever you want, and that goes for everybody, but I think that could be a really fun challenge. Just getting out of your comfort zone somehow and, um, seeing some art that you otherwise might not see, learning an artist that you might otherwise not learn about. I keep seeing a little pop-up on my screen. Um, the National Gallery, Victoria and Albert Museum. Oh, that's really cool, Tammy. I haven't ever checked those out. I'll have to look at those. An art book club. Mm. So what kinda idea do you have around that? Tell me what your idea is with that, Tammy. Art book club. I could be interested in that, but I don't really have any frame of reference. Or just read the art books that you own. There's a novel concept. I am a big collector of art books. I have an entire shelf of them that you can see right there. I read very few of them. Yeah. So these are all really cool ideas, you guys. I think that we will be able to do some really fun and interesting things going forward, and, um, I'm I just want you to remember that I'm always open to your ideas, and yeah, let's have 'em. Let's see. Oh, it's making, like, art book recommendations. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Um, there is an app. It's called Everand. Does anybody use this app, Everand? It's I mean, you pay for it on a monthly basis, but it's not expensive like Audible, and they do audiobooks and ebooks. Let's see. Let me see what kinda let's just say art. I think it's like $10 a month, so it's not even expensive. Um, yeah, look, there's all kinds of art books in here, and it's just $10 a month or whatever, and you can read as many of these as you want. There's a illustrated works of Van Gogh, so that could be something that could be fun. Um, yeah, I've heard that most libraries have things like that for free too. I haven't ever looked into it because I pay for Scribd, or well, it used to be called Scribd. Um, I pay for the ebook app, and so I haven't had any need to look into that, but yeah, I have heard that you can get things like that at the library too. So, yeah, you can do things like that, and I mean, feel free to kinda do, like, an unofficial little book club in, uh, Discord if you want. We can make, like, I can make as many channels in my Discord as I want. Like, I've got one now for the challenge, so when you post about your challenge, post it in the challenge Discord, um, and then there's one that's just for everybody, but we can make one for a book club. Then if you're interested in, you know, being a part of that, you can, you know, jump into that Discord channel, and then that way it doesn't get lost kind of like with everything else. That's a good idea. Let's see. Oh, your daughter's a librarian, that's cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up, and I will here's what I'm gonna do as soon as we're done. I'm gonna get onto Discord, and I'll make the book club channel. Feel free to use it, feel free to not use it, whatever you want. If you guys think of any other Discord servers or channels that you want under my server, let me know because I can make as many as I want. Use them or not use them, it doesn't matter. I will get our July live event scheduled, and, I'll make a post about our first challenge. I'll start that on the 15th as well. Always feel free, guys, to shoot me an email or just comment on a post in the YouTube membership area, Discord, whatever. Feel free to get mm, what? Oh, it's still fading even on this microphone? Well, we gotta figure that out. Um, we will figure all of these things out as we go. I appreciate your patience. Uh, okay, so I'll make some posts and get some Discord servers made. Um, okay. If there's nothing else, then I'm gonna let you guys go. I will talk to you very soon, and that's it. Sorry, I'm super awkward. No, thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. It's been awesome. I've missed it. I love you all, and, um, yeah, let's have some fun. You guys keep me inspired, and hopefully I can do that for you too. So, okay, have a great rest of your day, everyone, and I will talk to you all very soon. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye. And it's not ended yet. Bye.